You are about to practice beginner's yoga for strength. Welcome to the Fightmaster Yoga channel. My name is Lesley Fightmaster, and this is day 24 of our Yoga for Beginners 30-day challenge. Today's practice is a stronger practice, so we will work on strengthening the core muscles, the leg muscles, even the arm muscles, really all the major muscle groups, which means you might need to take a break. And if you do, that is absolutely fine. I welcome you and I want you to take care of yourself. So push the pause button, take a break, and come back when you're ready. But remember, you are getting stronger every day. So enjoy the process. Don't forget to breathe, and let's get started. Today's winner of a free Jade Yoga mat is Erica Pippin from Apple Valley, California. Congratulations, Erica. If you would like to win a Jade Yoga mat, all you have to do is go to fightmasteryoga.com/free mat and enter. But don't forget, you have to subscribe to Fightmaster Yoga and push the like button, because how do you like them apples? Let's begin sitting up nice and tall and take a few long, smooth ujjayi breaths, keeping that slight constriction in the back of your throat, bringing your hands together in front of your heart. May your practice connect you with your physical strength as well as your inner strength to carry with you throughout your entire day. Slowly make your way onto your back, and keeping the knees bent, hug your right knee into your chest, circling your right ankle in one direction and then the other way. And then inhale, extend the right leg up. You can keep the left knee bent or extend the left leg out onto the mat, pointing the toes up. Draw your right hip forward as you stretch out the hamstrings on the right leg. Keep both ankles flexed to keep the muscles engaged in the legs. Keep the breath steady. And then releasing, bending the right knee, hug your left knee into your chest, circle the left ankle in one direction, and then reverse it. And then inhale, extending the left leg up toward the ceiling. Hold on anywhere along the leg. The right knee can stay bent, or if you extend it out, it'll be a little more intense. Draw your left hip forward, flex through both ankles, and straighten out through the left leg as much as you can. But as long as you feel a stretch in the hamstrings, that's all that really matters. And release it. And now hug your right knee into your chest, extending left leg out, flex the ankle. Inhale to lift your head and shoulders up. You can stay there, or you can lift the left leg off the floor a few inches, holding the shin or reaching the fingertips forward more intense. If your neck bothers you, cradle the head. Pull your belly in, but keep breathing. So just pull it in enough that you can keep a steady breath. Almost done. Couple more breaths. You've got this. And release and rest. Good work. Take a couple breaths here, and then we'll do the other side. Left knee stays drawing in. First, lifting the head and shoulders. You can keep the right leg down or pick it up a few inches off the mat. Hold the legs a little easier, fingertips forward a little more intense, but if your neck bothers you, definitely cradle the head. Gently draw your belly in and up as you breathe here. Just a few breaths, feeling those muscles in the belly engage. That's your personal power centers, connecting in with your inner strength too. Release and rest. Hug both knees in. And then you'll either roll to the right and come up, or you can practice rocking back and forth, using your belly muscles to roll up and down on the back and then up to seated. Crossing at the shins onto hands and knees, wrists under shoulders and knees under hips. Spread your fingers. Inhale, bring your chest forward, lift your chin and tailbone, dropping the belly. Exhale to round the back, chin toward chest, pulling in ribs and belly. Once again, stretch out those belly muscles. Inhale, chest forward, and exhale, engaging the muscles as you pull them in and up. Come to neutral, walk your hands about a handprint forward, turn your inner elbows forward, press into the thumb first finger side of the hand, tuck the toes, come to down dog. And then just bending one knee and the other as you stretch out here in your first down dog. Make sure your arms are shoulders distance and the feet are hips width. Spread out through the fingers, press into the base of the fingers, but lift up through the forearms. Bend both knees, stretch back, and then straighten through the legs as much as they will. As you inhale, lift your right leg up from the inner thigh. Exhale, bring your right thigh towards your belly. The left knee can come down as needed. Press away from the floor, pulling in through the ribs and belly here. Again, engaging those core muscles, the belly strength. Lift the leg up on an inhale, and exhale, just return to down dog. We'll do the other side. So as you inhale, we'll lift the left leg back and up with level hips. Exhale, rock yourself forward, shoulders over wrist. You can always take your right knee down. Hug your left knee in so the thigh is moving toward the belly, and pull the belly muscles in and up. Breathe. One more breath, you got it. And lift it back and up, inhale, and set it down back to down dog. From here to plank pose, again, knees can be up or down. Slowly begin to lower all the way down to your belly. Take your forearms down, elbows under shoulders. Bring your shoulders up by your ears and then pull them back and down. Pull your belly in. Lengthen your sitting bones toward the backs of your knees. Widen across the chest. And still keep the belly pulling in and up to protect your back. And keep your palms flat, or you can interlace the fingers for this one, but make sure your elbows don't go wider than the shoulders. Press up onto the knees and then maybe even lift the knees for dolphin plank. Make sure elbows are under shoulders and don't let those elbows go too wide. Lengthen sitting bones to heels as you breathe here. Just another breath. If the legs are up, make sure the legs are engaged. And then lower down, rest a moment. And now roll the shoulders back again, widening the collarbones, lift the belly, tailbone toward heels. Breathe. And then same thing, tucking the toes. You can interlace fingers, keep the knees down or lift them up. And then this time we'll step our feet together and squeeze. So squeezing outer hips, inner thighs. Keep your tailbone moving toward the heels. Press through the heels, crown of the head lengthening forward. Make sure those elbows are right underneath the shoulders. And then release and rest. Bring your hands by your low ribs, elbows up. Inhale for a little cobra, or pressing into up dog with thighs and knees off the floor. And then exhale, tuck your toes to down dog. Stretching back. Remember, you can always push the pause button and take a child's pose. We're going to do some strength work today, so it's a little more intense. Look forward and walk the feet to the hands. As you inhale, lengthen your spine, look up. As you exhale, fold in, bending the knees as needed. Press down through the feet to rise up on your inhale, ribs and belly in. Exhale, bring the hands to the heart. In Tadasana, feet together or hip socket distance apart, outer edges of your feet parallel, and firm the legs. Inhale, sit back into chair pose, Utkatasana. Weight in the heels, sitting bones lengthen down. So lengthen through the tailbone. Then exhale, belly to thighs and fold. Inhale, come halfway up and lengthen the spine. Exhale, stepping both feet back, making your way to plank. Knees can be up or down. Shift forward about an inch. Hug your elbows in, hovering a chaturanga or to the belly. Inhale to cobra or to up dog. This is your choice. And back to plank. Knees can be down here. We're just going to hold it for another breath or two and then lift back again into down dog. Lift the right leg back and up from the inner thigh. Exhale, draw it in and hover again a moment. So pull it in tightly and then step it by the right hand. Stand the ball of your back foot as you rise up. Right knee over the ankle. Bend your back knee a moment. Tilt your pelvis forward and then straighten. Now you can always take your left knee down to the floor if you want a little more support. Lengthen up through arrow straight arms. Keep the ribs and belly pulling in. Then face your palms forward. Open the chest and sweep the hands down. Come to plank. Knees can be up or down. Shift the shoulders forward about an inch. Hug your elbows in to the floor or try and hover. Inhale to up dog or staying with cobra pose, and then exhale to plank. Again, holding plank here or with the knees down. Just a breath, a little more core strength, and then lift back to down dog again. We'll inhale and lift the left leg back and up from the inner thigh, level hips. As you exhale, draw your left thigh in towards your belly, pressing away from the floor, pulling in your ribs and your belly. Breathing and then set it up by the left hand. Stand the ball of the back foot, or you can always take that knee down and then rise up into high lunge or stick with low lunge. Bend the back knee, tilt the pelvis forward, pull in the belly, straighten through the back leg and pull the left hip back. Draw your front ribs in. So as you exhale, let the front ribs draw down and in. Lengthen through the back body and then open up the chest. Bending elbows, bring the hands to the mat, come back to plank. Knees can be up or down, and then we're rolling to the right side for side planks. You can take that right knee down here. Reach up through the top arm, lengthen your sitting bones to heels. We have a couple doggy visitors. And then take that hand back to the side and go to plank. Lift your hips up and back again into down dog. Even out your breath here. Remember, if you need a break, push pause and take it. Inhale back to plank pose. So you can always take the knees down first or feet together. Go to the left. Take the bottom knee down as you need to, or take it off. If the leg's off the floor, be sure to bring your top hip a little bit forward. Draw your shoulder blades away from the ears. Pull your belly in. Lengthen sitting bones to heels. Return the hand to the hip and then back into plank pose. And go right to down dog or shift forward through chaturanga, knees up or down. Inhaling into upward facing dog or cobra. Exhaling straight back into downward facing dog. Again, evening out the breath here. Inhales and exhales equal in length. Looking forward, let's walk the feet to the hands. Inhale, halfway lengthen, and exhale, fold in. Press firmly through the feet. Come up with before you come up, we're going to take Padahastasana. Bend the knees as much as you need to get your toes all the way to the creases of your wrists. And then if you can straighten the legs, straighten them as much as they will. So it's a forward fold, but we're also giving our wrists a little stretch. If the legs are straight, shift your weight toward the balls of your feet. Let your head hang. And inhale, look up and remove the hands. Bring hands to hips. Come all the way to stand. Turn to the long side of the mat. Step your feet out nice and wide. Right leg all the way out, back toes in. Bend the knee over the ankle for warrior two. Now interlace your fingers behind you or hook your thumbs or hold a towel. Look up on your inhale. As you exhale, fold forward. As you fold forward, keep the knee over the ankle and in line with the middle toes. Draw your front hip down toward the floor. Press through the outer edge of the back foot as the outer ankle lifts in and up. Keep the back leg firm. Press the heel down to come up. Inhale, back to warrior two. Exhale, and then dropping the left arm to reverse. Exhale, bend into that right knee a little bit deeper. Inhale back to warrior two. And then straighten the leg. Take the feet to parallel, left leg all the way out. Make sure the feet are lined up heel to arch. And then we'll bend the left knee over the ankle, interlacing other pinky or thumb on top, or hold a towel. Lengthen as you inhale and fold in as you exhale. Draw that left sitting bone down underneath you. Make sure the knee is over the ankle, pointed straight ahead. Press with the outer edge of the back foot, lifting back inner thigh. Draw the outer ankle of the back foot in and up. Breathe. Opening the shoulders, press onto the front heel to come up. Inhale. Exhale for warrior two. Keep that knee over the ankle so it's nice and safe, and then dropping the right arm, reverse your warrior. Exhale, bend into the left knee, stretching your side. Inhale back up to warrior two, and now straighten the legs. We're going to come to center and point the toes out and the heels in and bend the knees. Press your knees back and drop your tailbone down. Interlace your fingers in front of you, palms face out. Inhale, take the arms up by the ears or as much as they will. Continue to be heavy in the sit bones, but come halfway up, inhale, and then sink down a little lower. Exhale, press the knees back. Knees and toes in line. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, drop down a little deeper. Inhale again, just about halfway. Exhale, sink in. Make sure the knees are over the middle toes here as well. Inhale, come all the way up. Exhale, release the hands. Keep your toes pointing out. Someone wanted to know if they could go by. I said, of course. Bend the knees. Interlace other pinky on the bottom, palms out. Inhale up, ribs draw in. Drop your sitting bones down, press the knees back, keep them in line with the middle toes. Then inhale, come up a little, and then exhale, sink down a little more. Keep your belly muscles lifted. Inhale, halfway up. Exhale, sinking down again. One more time. We'll inhale, come up a little. Exhale, drop down as much as you can. Shoulder blades release away from ears. Inhale, straightening the legs, releasing the hands. Take your arms out. Inhale, hop or step together. Exhale to the front. Nice work. Inhale, sweeping the arms up for Urdhva Hastasana. Exhale, hinge from your hip creases to fold. Inhale, lengthen the spine halfway up. Exhale, make your way to plank pose. Knees here up or down through chaturanga, hover or to the floor. Inhale to cobra or upward dog. Exhale to downward dog. Just take a breath here. Looking forward, we're coming through to seated, so step or walk onto your buns and then slowly lower onto your back. Walk your heels in under the knees. Make sure outer edges of feet are parallel for bridge pose. Inhale, lift hips, low back, mid back, maybe upper back. Grab the sides of the mat and pull, or roll the shoulders under to interlace. Now spiral your thighs in toward each other and lengthen your sitting bones toward the backs of your knees. Keep your breath steady, keep your neck long. Release and slowly lower down. Take the soles of your feet together, knees apart, hand on heart center, hand on belly. Breathe. And say quietly to yourself, I am strong. Or say it out loud if you want to. Bring the knees back up. Heels under knees again for another bridge. We're going to add something on. So we'll inhale to bridge. So you can hold the sides of the mat, pull, or interlace other pinky. You can stay with bridge pose or walk your feet in just a little closer. Extend the right leg forward, then bend the right knee and take the right ankle just past the left knee, dropping that right hip down. Keep pressing your left heel firmly down into the floor, lengthening sitting bones still toward the backs of those knees. Extend the right leg forward and then release it down. Pressing into the right heel now, we'll lift the left leg straight ahead, knees in line. Then we'll bend the left knee, take the left ankle just past the right knee, flexing the ankle. Keep using the right heel, pressing down to lift your hips. lengthening them toward the backs of your knees. Drop that left knee a little bit down, and now release it straight in front and return it to the floor. Lift up and then release and lower. Hug both knees into the chest and rock yourself gently side to side. Good work. Now extend the legs up toward the ceiling with your hands at the backs of the legs. You can stay with that, or you can start to draw the thighs toward the belly. Knees can be bent or straight. So it's sort of like being in a seated forward fold, but we're on our backs instead. So straighten the legs if possible, or bend the knees, and then release it. Hug the right knee in, extend the left leg all the way or keep it bent. And now take your right knee across and twist. Look over the left shoulder. Take some deep breaths into your belly. As you inhale, return to center, both knees bent, and then left knee in. You can keep the right knee bent or straighten it out, and then take your left knee across to the right side and twist, looking over your right shoulder. Again, take some deep breaths into your belly here. Always bring your attention back to your breath whenever it starts to wander. Inhale, hug both knees into the chest. And then take your feet to the floor. Lengthen your sitting bones toward the backs of the knees. Draw your shoulder blades away from the ears. Now let your feet just flop open. Arms away from your sides with the palms up. Release any thought to the breath. Just natural breathing. Relax your jaw. Relax your shoulders and rest. Our quote today comes from the Dalai Lama. Do not let the behavior of others destroy your inner peace. Just rest. I will be back shortly. Right where you are, begin to take a couple deeper breaths. Slowly return movement to your fingers and your toes. Start to circle your wrists, your ankles, and then stretch overhead with a long breath. Bend your knees, roll yourself off to your right side. Take a moment here to honor yourself for doing all of this wonderful work. Carefully, slowly press to seated and bring your hands together. Let's bring your hands to your forehead to remind you to have clear and loving thoughts. Hands to heart center to remind you to have clear and loving intentions. And hands to the mouth to remind you to have clear and loving communication, sending positive energy out to all beings everywhere. Namaste. So glad that you joined me today. You did really good work. This was tough. We were really building on our strength, and I'm proud of you. If it wasn't easy to do, don't worry. You could always do it again another time. If you do it more, it gets easier with repetition. Now, if you're still here at the very end of our video, our special word today is breathe. Breathe. So if you heard our special secret word, leave it in the comments below and I'll know that you were here the whole time, and I thank you for being here. I'll see you tomorrow. Enjoy your day. Don't forget to breathe. Bye.